What is going on today, guys? AU here, and today we are bringing you week 1 in our GBF draft league. Now, if you're kind of confused, maybe you didn't see my draft analysis, I am starting up a new YouTube draft league. It is going to be a National Dex draft league, and that is because NSL, which I'm in the semis for now, that video will be coming up tomorrow, so definitely check that out. Our semi, is it going to come out tomorrow? No. By the time this goes up, that video will come out Saturday, so this should be coming up or going up on Thursday, Friday. I don't know. If this goes up on Friday, it comes out tomorrow. If it goes out on Thursday, it comes up Saturday. Either way, NSL semifinals is going up Saturday. I haven't played the match yet, so I have no idea how it's going to go. But I did start this league as a NatDex league because NSL is moving to NatDex next season, which is around June. We're talking about doing the draft at around mid-June, June 20th. So expect to see videos from that coming back out probably around July, and that will be right near the end of this one. So I kind of like tried to time them so that this one will end and that one will just start back up, and this one is starting right when the other one is ending. So I'm doing this to just learn NatDex because I've never played NatDex, especially not draft league NatDex. So we are learning along this whole season, basically just trying to use this season to have some fun. I do think that our team is absolutely broken, and I'll get into that more whenever we start talking about this matchup. But I do want to start by saying that if you are new here, subscribe and click the like button, because every time you click that like button, it helps me out. So definitely do that. And if you like videos like this, I post Pokemon pretty much every single day, so turn on the notifications if you want to see more. But like I said, we are here with our week 1 match. Finally, we did have about 2 weeks to do this match, so I had the team breakdown go up last week, I think. And we're having the match this week. Our matchup is super good, like really good. I am not really that worried. I mean, there was a couple things I didn't practice against. I didn't practice against Xatu. I didn't practice against Clampearls. Everything else I practiced against, and I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about those two. If Xatu comes in, our Galvantula takes care of it. Envy takes care of it, which is our Grimmsnarl. Clampearls comes, same thing. It's going to be super frail. He drafted Clampearls kind of as a meme. He likes to use Shell Smash, Deep Sea Tooth. I don't know if he's bringing it. If he does, then we're going to have to worry about it. But I'm not that worried about it because we have our Empoleon. So we'll see there. But his whole team is basically weak to Alakazam. So he has Venusaur, Crobat, Hitmonlee. I can hit Xatu with Shadow Ball, hit Latios with Shadow Ball, hit Marowak with Shadow Ball. I can hit Jolteon, it's super frail. Clampearls is super frail. Poliwrath is weak to Psychic. So like his whole team, if I get up a nasty plot and my Sash stays intact, he's not gonna be able to get around my Alakazam. So basically our Alakazam is EV to outspeed everything, or outspeed Latios. His Crobat and his Jolteon are still going to be faster, but I don't think that's a problem. He's not going to want to stay in on those anyways. We are Magic Guard Focus Sash just in case he does want to bring rocks. Magic Guard is going to keep us from not taking that damage. And like I said, Nasty Plot, Psychic, Shadow Ball, and I'm running an Energy Ball just because I needed another move, and maybe that was a better way to hit Clampearls. I just kind of needed a third move there. I didn't click it at all in any practice matches, but we also have Dobby here, our Mega Charizard X with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, and Aerial Ace. This thing swept a couple games. Like I said, if you get a Dragon Dance out behind screens, and actually we're not even run screens. Basically, if you just get a Dragon Dance out and have that Tough Claws with the Mega Charizard X, Dragon Claw is doing a ton, Flare Blitz is doing a ton, Aerial Ace is doing a ton. We are EV to outspeed whatever it is that is a couple, like whatever Charizard can outspeed. We are outspeeding it. So yeah, that's the thought process there. After Dragon Dance, we're going to outspeed everything unless he's like Scarf Latios or something. And then we have our Galvantula here, Aragog. We have Life Orb, Compound Eyes. Compound Eyes Thunder is going to do a ton of damage to things. Volt Switch is there for pivoting options. Bug Buzz, Sticky Webs is there, just kind of slow his team down. Obviously, Landorus and Latios can't be touched by the Sticky Webs. Neither can Crobat. But either way, it's going to help out a lot with the rest of his team, especially Jolteon in particular. So that's kind of the thought process behind Galvantula here. Basically, it's just here as kind of a hazard setter, kind of a good switch in on maybe his Latios or something like that. We can bug buzz the Latios, Volt switch out. We do have to worry about Volt Absorb on the Jolteon, but Bug Buzz still does a good bit, and he can't really hit us that well with Jolteon. So if we want him to stay on Jolteon, we can. Like I said, we're hitting that same speed that Charizard is hitting because it is the thing that it's outspeeding whatever it can outspeed. I don't really remember what it's speed creeping. Maybe it is maybe it's Rotom-Mow or Xatu. It's either Rotom-Mow or Xatu. I don't really remember. But did I just? Okay, no. But next we have Envy here, our Grimmsnarl. Leftovers, Prankster, Bulk Up, Sucker Punch, Spirit Break, T-Wave. I had a couple games against a Fake Out, Unburden, Hitmonlee. So if it does want to revenge kill something, Envy can come in and it can T-Wave that Hitmonlee. I also had some kind of wacky sets. A guy, KJ, actually, KJ and Mr. Polo are the two people that helped me mock for this battle. KJ says that the guy's only win con is to bring rain and have Politoed sweep once Envy is gone in the rain, but I'm not that worried about it. But if he does decide to do that, then we can Thunder Wave the Politoed and get rid of that. Obviously, we can't Thunder Wave super freely because he does have Rotom, he does have Jolteon, he has Landorus, and he has Xatu, which could just reflect the Thunder Wave. I don't know how that interaction goes since it is a Prankster move. It might not Thunder Wave us back. We'll have to see. But obviously Xatu's not going to want to come in on Grimmsnarl anyways, and everything outside of probably, I don't know, I can deal with the Landorus with Bulk Up. So we'll have to see there. Prankster Bulk Up is insanely good. Yeah, I swept with Grimmsnarl one game. It has a free switch in on Latios. Every single time Latios comes in, I don't think Latios gets a move that is going to touch our Grimmsnarl here. So yeah, that's the thought process there. Like I said, we've already went over the Alakazam. We have Charles here, our Empoleon. We have Sugarberry just because this is kind of my designated lead. I feel like if he brings Landorus, he's gonna lead Landorus, and he might feel safe enough to go for Earthquake. But we are gonna have the Sugarberry on it, and we have Ice Beam to Oko him after that. He could have Yachi Berry, but I don't feel like he's going to. He's got 6 Pokemon on his team weak to Ice Beam, so he's not gonna have a ton of switch-ins. And he might be scared to switch in, like if he does bring Marowak, he might be scared to switch in Marowak. If he switches in Venusaur, predicting a Scald, and we hit him with the Ice Beam before he Mega Evolves, then that's going to be huge. Obviously, after he Mega Evolves, he gets the Thick Bat ability, so that's going to be a little bit different. We also can't Toxic freely while the Venusaur is alive. If he does have Xatu and we Toxic, obviously the Toxic's not going to hit us because we are a Steel type. But Toxic Protect is a really solid strategy with this Empoleon, and Stealth Rocks is obviously going to dwindle down his team. Jolteon in particular from kind of Volt switching in and out. So that's I'm running max HP, max defense just to live as many physical hits as I can. And then finally, we have here Toothless, the Gliscor. This was kind of the MVP throughout all the matches, all my practice matches. It kind of walls everything on his team. It's going to wall the Landorus. It's going to wall the Venusaur. It's going to wall the Poliwrath can carry Ice Punch, so it might not wall the Poliwrath. If he's not max speed, or he is kind of not running as much speed as he needs to, I can Roost, and actually I can out Roost stall his Ice Punches if he's max attack. So that's the thing that we can do. It also walls his Crobat. His Hitmonlee can't really hit us that well. We have knockoff for the Xatu, knockoff for the Latios. It's gonna wall the Marowak. Clampearl, if he brings it, like I said, I don't think he's going to, but he might. But Clampearl can hit it with an ice move. It's gonna wall the Jolteon. It's gonna wall the Rotom-Mow, and like I said, it's gonna wall the Poliwrath. So Gliscor here just has a really good matchup against all those. And this is actually our Defogger too, because I wanted a Stealth Rocker and a Defogger, so I have Stealth Rocks on Charles and then Defog on Toothless here. Just because I want Defog just so my Charizard's not coming in on rocks. I really don't want my Charizard to come in on rocks, and he can set up with Landorus and he can set up with Marowak, so that's something we definitely don't want to happen. But like I said, there's plenty of ways I can sweep his team. The main way being nasty plotting with Merlin. Another way being just outstalling him with Toothless, or Envy really. Both those Pokemon can just outstall the rest. If I get 2 Dragon Dances up with Dobby, then or sweeping his team, we're going to be faster than a Scarf, a Latios, or basically anything else on his team, and we're going to be doing a ton of damage to him at the same time because of that Tough Claws ability. But I don't know when my battle is going to be. I'm actually going to message him right now and see if he wants to play right now. If he doesn't, then I'm going to be playing him tomorrow, so I'll kind of have to go over this again by myself tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to try to jump in the battle, and I will catch you guys there. Alright guys, we are here in the battle, and he brings most of the stuff that I practiced against, just I didn't practice against the Xatu. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say, if you can hear all the construction that's happening outside, I'm sorry about that. I tried to do it right when they stopped, and right when I started recording, they started back, but that's just how it goes. So, I'm going to actually send this, in here, in case people want to watch. I'm also going to send it here. But yeah, like I said, if you can hear that, I'm sorry about that. But I think here I just lead Empoleon like I did every other practice match. He does lead Landorus. So you might feel like he can just pick up a KO here, but I am Shookaberry, so I'm going to Ice Beam. He could scout it and go into something, but he doesn't really have anything he wants to go into, really. So he does U-turn. If I get this on a Venusaur before it Mega Evolves, Xatu, okay, that's fine. And that does a lot of damage. So I'm just going to Ice Beam again. He could go into Marowak. But I don't think he's going to want to go into Marowak, really. He could have been predicting like a Toxic or a Stealth Rocks, but I just Ice Beam off the bat and go ahead and deal that damage to the Xatu, because if that's gone, then I can kind of Thunder Wave pretty freely. Unless he's Lightning Rod Marowak, then that could be a little annoying, but I don't think he'd be Lightning Rod. Nothing on his team really benefits from it. He could just use it as a hard counter to my Galvantula, but we'll have to see there. So he probably is going to switch out, I would say, into like Hitmonlee. But even Hitmonlee doesn't want to take this Ice Beam. He definitely is faster with Xatu, so like he could go for something. I don't know exactly what Xatu gets that he could hit me with, but he definitely could go for something. So we'll see what he does here. He is taking a little bit. I'm guessing he has a hard time. So he does go into the Venusaur. That's great for me. That's some good damage on Venusaur before, before it Mega Evolves. Obviously, when it Mega Evolves, it is going to take less damage from my Ice Beams. So I'm gonna go right into Dobby here, and he goes for the Sleep Powder. That's a little annoying, but I am gonna Mega Evolve here. And I'm gonna try to go for the Dragon Claw, maybe the Aerial Ace. Luckily, he can't put anything else to sleep, so I'm just gonna go into Toothless here. Toothless kind of deals with anything he has on his side of the field. All right, so he goes for the Sludge Bomb. That's completely fine. We get our Toxic Orb, and I'm just gonna knock off this turn. Actually, he stays in. So that's good to know. He is going for the Giga Drain. Let's see. I think I want to Earthquake here. We'll just get an Earthquake off and see how much that does to him. He is going to switch out now into Landorus, which is fine with me. I can go. I'm going to Roost. He might just U-turn. He is going to U-turn. So I'm going to Roost here and see what he goes into. He was probably trying to get some kind of momentum, but Toothless isn't really scared of Landorus at all. I mean, it gets things like Stone Edge and stuff, but I'm not too scared of that. So he's gonna, like I said, he's gonna have a hard time trying to figure out what to go into here. None of his Pokemon really deal with Toothless very well. The Hitmonlee could go for like Unburden Fake Out, but I actually figured this out in practice. He can't run Unburden and Sucker Punch at the same time, and if he doesn't have Sucker Punch, then he cannot deal with my my Alakazam. So I'm just gonna Earthquake again here, and that does a little bit of damage. He's gonna recover more than what I'm dealing to him. So I think here I need to go back into Dobby and just hope I'll wake up. He does go for the Giga Drain. Does it show me? I have 0 sleep turns, so that's not great. But I'm gonna Aerial Ace here. We'll see what he goes into. I don't have to first turn Mega, and he's playing his Landorus like he is Scarf. So I do Mega Evolve. We do stay asleep. That's a little annoying, but I'm gonna go back into Toothless here. He could just Earthquake. So yeah, he's just gonna Earthquake, and this means that if he is Scarfed, he has to switch out, and nothing on his side of the field wants to deal with my Alakazam. Maybe I'll just knock off here. I feel like he's going back into Venusaur, or if he goes into anything else. No, he's got to go back into Venusaur if he's Scarfed here. So I think I just make an aggressive play into Alakazam. If he stays in and just Earthquakes again, expecting me to switch, and that could be a little annoying, but he goes Latios, okay. So I'm going to Shadow Ball. Actually, no, I'm playing it safe. I'm going to go into, my Envy, my Grimmsnarl. I get it free switching to Grimmsnarl every time against Latios. He has Life Orb, so that's good to know. I'm gonna bulk up here. We'll see what he goes into. I actually don't know his Grimmsnarl switching at all, and I don't think Latios gets anything that can really touch it. So he does go back into Venusaur here, and I get his bulk up off. I think I live one Sludge Bomb. So I'm gonna Sucker Punch here. Oh, we don't live one Sludge Bomb, but that's fine. That's actually fine. Knowing that his Latios is not Scarfed means that my Alakazam is faster. Could also go into Aragog here, but I don't think that speed drop really helps me a ton. He could just defog it away. I think I can go back into Alakazam here, and I'm gonna Shadow Ball. Yeah, I'm gonna Shadow Ball, because either Venusaur goes down or he switches into Latios or Marowak expecting a Psychic. So he goes Landorus. So I'm guessing this Landorus is Scarfed, and he could go for Momentum again. So I'm gonna go back into Toothless here. Really want to keep my Sash intact. He does go for the Momentum, like I thought he would. Really didn't think that Sludge Bomb would kill my Grimmsnarl, but and Grimmsnarl helped out a good bit too. So he does go into the Venusaur. So I'm gonna go right into Dobby. He goes for the Synthesis, which is actually kind of fine with me. I want to wake up here and I want to Dragon Dance. Like, I need to wake up. Alright, so I do wake up. Is he gonna Sleep Powder again? Oh, he Sludge Bombs. Okay. So I'm going to Flare Blitz here and hopefully he goes down. Alright, he does. And we live. Alright, so are we faster than Landorus? Like this? 309. Yeah, even if he's Scarf Lando, we are faster. And we know he's not Scarf Latios, so we're faster there. He goes into Hitmonlee. That makes me think that he is Fake Out. Makes me think that he is Fake Out and Unburden. He could also be like Bullet Punch or something. And we'll have to see. I don't think that he could just be Sucker Punch here. He could just be Sucker Punch. I think I go on Aragog here. we'll scout this out because I don't think I really need Aragog. So he's Endure. Alright, he's Endure something. I'm going to go into Thunder here. And that takes him out. Alright, so Hitmonlee's gone. I don't have to worry about really, I don't have to worry about Sucker Punch anymore, so Alakazam is kind of freed up once I get a Nasty Plot up. Alakazam is kind of freed up. I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. Oh no, he's definitely, if he brought this in, he's definitely Lightning Rod, and I don't want to make that mistake. So I'm gonna go into Charles. Charles is kind of like, I don't really need Charles at this point, I don't think. Like I said, Gliscor kind of just walls the Landorus. And I still have my Sugar Berry, so if he makes a switch, so he goes Shadow Bone, that's fine with me. I'm going to Stealth Rock here. And if he switches into Xatu, then actually I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna protect and get my. Oh, I'm not leftovers. I'm not leftovers. I was leftovers during practice, but I am gonna Stealth Rock this turn. So we get the rocks up. He does get rid of our Charles. That's completely fine. The Shadow Ball just take him out here. I'm gonna go into Dobby here, and I'm gonna get some chip just in case. I'm gonna Dragon Claw. He doesn't get any priority moves, so getting this chip is gonna be good. So he goes for the knockoff. I'm gonna go into Alakazam here, and I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. All right, so we get rid of the Marowak. He goes back into Lando. All right, so Psychic should just take him out. He's Scarfed. He's bringing it in because he's Scarfed, but maybe he just U-turns. Oh, he could just U-turn, and nothing really deals with Toothless right now. So I'm gonna go into Toothless. If he's Earthquaking, then he's Earthquaking. He could Stone Edge, but I don't think he risks that. I really don't think he risks that. Go into Toothless here. He does U-turn. Like I said, I can just knock off here. I mean, he could be Draco Meteor. He's Calm Minding. All right, that's fine. I'm just gonna knock off again. So it goes for the Ice Beam. All right. Merlin is faster, so I can go for a Shadow Ball. And we get rid of this Latios. Now he has Xatu, which is weak to Shadow Ball. And last is his Landorus, and it looks like his Landorus is going to go down to a Psychic here. We are Focus Sash, so I don't have to worry about him outgoing us. But it looks like we're going to pick up this win, and like I said, if you can still hear that going on outside, then I am sorry about that. But week one, we picked up this win. We had to play our Alakazam really, really smart. Alakazam was our win con this whole time, and he kind of got us with the sleep on the Charizard early on, which maybe had to play in a different way versus that Venusaur. But yeah, we picked up the 2-0 week one, and I guess that's probably where I'm going to leave you guys. So if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.